Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Late breaking news this morning. A man shot in the chest in critical condition. What San Antonio police say he was doing just before the gunfire erupted.
And the latest on former President Jimmy Carter as he has entered home hospice care in Georgia.
And back here at home, a much warmer start than what we saw yesterday. How warm will it get today? What about President's Day? Mia Montgomery is in the house with your full forecast in just a few moments. Until then, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Sunday, February 19th. Thank you so much for starting your day with us.
Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this Sunday morning. Hey, you have family in town.
Do have family in town. My parents are in town. Girlfriend's parents are in town. So yesterday we kind of walked around. We really stayed in like the Pearl downtown area. I gotta say, earlier in the morning though, it was so cold. I had like double jacket on. My parents were making fun of me.
Well, yeah, they're like, you're now a Texan.
Yeah. They're like, you're upset that it's 50 degrees. I was like, you don't understand.
And Mia, even yesterday afternoon, it was still pretty chilly. I took a walk and I had a giant fleece on.
Yeah.
And it just kept feeling colder and colder.
It was just cool. Yeah, it was a cooler than average start to the weekend. Highs yesterday were only able to climb into the 50s here in San Antonio, but heading out for any end of the weekend plans today, temperatures are going to be noticeably warmer out there this afternoon. Now, yes, it is a warmer start than where we were 24 hours ago this morning, but it is still chilly enough to make you reach for the extra layer if you are stepping out the door for any Sunday morning activities. We are in the 40s, a few low 50s out there this 8 a.m. hour. 46 over at SA International, 50 over in Helotes, 47 in Bulverde, 51 in Canyon Lake, and 50 over in New Braunfels. Now, we did see a little bit of a break in the mid and upper level cloud cover as the sun was coming up. Made for a really nice sunrise out there this morning. I do think we will find some pockets of mid and high clouds that continue to stream across portions of the area this morning. But overall, especially this afternoon, I think we'll find some more peaks of sunshine there as well. Overall, helping those temperatures warm. How about mid 70s now for your daytime highs later this afternoon? So there's that warming trend that quickly takes over today. And really, that's going to stick with us into the first half of the upcoming work week. We're also going to see some additional Gulf moisture work its way back in, which very well could lead to some areas of patchy morning fog tomorrow and into Tuesday. Temperatures will be warmer in the mornings too. Upper 50s, low 60s transitioning to the 70s and eventually the 80s. We do have a weak front that moves in Tuesday night. Not going to pack too big of a punch in terms of our temperatures, but it will make it pretty windy on Wednesday and maybe spark a few isolated showers Tuesday night and into the early morning hours of our Wednesday. We'll get you a full look at the week ahead coming up in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia. Well, starting off this morning with the latest on the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, now receiving hospice care at his home in Georgia.
The Carter Center, the president's charity, made the announcement Saturday saying the family is asking for privacy at this time. While they want privacy, the statement added, quote, the family is grateful for the concern shown by so many of his admirers. Carter is 98 years old and both the oldest living president and the longest lived U.S. president. He has battled health issues in recent years, including hip surgery in 2019. And in 2015, he battled cancer that spread to his liver and brain. Once there are any more updates, we will bring them to you.
Back here at home, new this morning, charges expected for two suspects accused of shooting a man on the city's west side near Memorial High School. San Antonio police tell us a man in his early 50s was visiting a friend at a home on Pickford Avenue. Just before 1 a.m., they say he walked up to the door. Two men approached him, asked why he was on their front porch. Moments later, the two suspects got angry. One pulled out a gun, shot the man in the chest. He was taken to University Hospital in critical condition. Right now, police do have those two suspects in custody.
San Antonio firefighters worked to put out a house fire on the city's south side. This happened just after 1 this morning on a home on Beatrice Avenue near South Flores. Firefighters arrived to flames coming out of the front window of the home. They were able to contain that fire to one room. No one was home at the time, and there is no word yet on that damage to that house.
All right, two international walking festivals now underway this morning downtown. Officials with the nonprofit organization AVA America's Walking Club in town today.
So they are preparing to host the opening ceremony and parade of flags. GMSA's Alyssa Cole joining us live from King William Park to tell us more about this event. Good morning, Alyssa.
Yes, good morning, Sarah. I am here at the King Williams Park. This is such a unique event. There are two walking festivals happening today, the 18th Annual Olympiad and the IML Texas Trail Roundup. Now, registration starts at 9 a.m. You can register on site here at the park. But joining me right now is the International Ambassador of the AVA Walking Club, David Bonwitz. Good morning. And he's going to tell us more about this event.
Well, we have an event here that has taken place all over the world. It's actually the 18th. Takes place every 2 years. We've never had one in the United States, and so we are excited to be here in San Antonio with our walking event. And we have today a special pre-walk, which is a community walk. So as was said, come down to King William Park, register. 9 o'clock starts registration, 10 o'clock starts the walk. Now, this is non-competitive. All our sports, AVA Americans Walking Club does non-competitive sports. And so we have walks all this week. You can come in, you can register for a day pass and walk with us 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 21 kilometers, and for the hardcore, a marathon, 42 kilometers. It's exciting, and the most exciting part is meeting people. We have people from 26 countries that are here for this event. 41 states are represented. It's an exciting time, and we are so happy to be in a very walkable city, San Antonio.
Wonderful. And you mentioned all the people from the different states that you're also including. Let's see here, the opening ceremony and the flag parades.
What we're gonna do when we finish this community walk, we'll be forming up here around noon for a flag parade that will go into La Vita, and that's where our what we call Olympiad Village is going to be. So all the nations will be walking behind their flags into the village in order to have a big opening ceremony, and that's when the Olympiad actually begins.
Wonderful, David. Thank you so much for this interview. We'll wrap this up, but in the next half hour, we'll have more information on how you can participate today. And on our website, there's a list of what time those events start and where you can be to be a part of it. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Well, San Antonio unveiled the plans for the $2.5 billion airport project. On top of all the beautification aspects, what could this mean for our local economy?
So joining us in today's leading SA segment is Jenna Salcedo Herrera, the president and CEO of Greater SATX. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
So, Jenna, when you heard of and saw the airport plans, what was your immediate reaction?
Oh, well, this project has been a long time coming for our San Antonio community. So I've seen various plans along the way. I will tell you, though, that seeing those renderings that were unveiled last week just make it all more real. And I couldn't be more thrilled about the progress for the international airport.
So, Jenna, how involved was Greater SATX in this airport discussion?
Oh, we've been heavily involved. As you can imagine, SAT is the largest airport serving all of South Texas. And so it's a top priority for business leaders. It's a top priority for us. And so I served on the planning committee along with the airport, but beyond just supporting terminal development, we also worked with the airport and Visit San Antonio to launch a private air service fund this last year. So we're hoping to see some tangible results in 2023. Okay,
so taking a step back, big picture, what does this $2.5 billion plan mean for the future of our local economy?
It's significant. As I just mentioned, this is a top priority for existing businesses here in San Antonio, but also potential new businesses that we're working to recruit. And so as we continue to invest big in SAT, we'll continue to see real results. But it's all about that nonstop service capacity and also, creating a more inviting welcome for visitors that are coming to the San Antonio community. But to put it into perspective, the airport travels about 10 million passengers per year, and we're aiming to double that over the next couple of decades. So investing the $2.5 billion, a little bit higher than that actually, sends the world a strong signal that San Antonio is ready for growth.
So Greater SATX is calling 2023 the year of winning together. So what exactly does that mean for our region?
It means simply that a lot of the efforts and conversations we've been having in recent years will come to reality. And I think the airport is the prime example of that. But you'll see more about that from a corporate attraction perspective, from a talent attraction perspective, all of the fruits of our collective labor in the San Antonio region coming to reality this year. That's certainly the hope, and I truly believe it will be the reality.
Now, you guys talked about doubling the amount of people coming through our airport. You have an elaborate 5-year plan. What does that consist of? And other than the airport, which is obviously a huge endeavor in itself, what other steps have been taken to go in that direction?
The strategy is very simple. It's an elaborate plan with a lot of different tactics and initiatives, but it's all about investing in our people and in our place to secure top quality jobs for San Antonians. So the airport is an example of that. Launching a national advertising campaign about living and working in San Antonio is also a part of that. And of course, talent attraction and retention. And the most important part of what we do, making sure that businesses want to be in San Antonio, want to scale in San Antonio, and want to invest in San Antonio. At the end of the day, it's about jobs. And over the last 3 to 4 years, we as an organization have secured about 28,000 jobs for the region, but we need more. And we are competing not just at a national scale, but at a global scale for those jobs. And we believe San Antonians are in the perfect position to support the employers that we're working to lure here.
Well, Jenna with Greater SATX, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for our viewers, you can watch this full interview later on this morning on KSAT.com.
All right, time now, 8:11, 47 degrees out.
Well, first responders are training with the A&M Task Force at Disaster City, what they're doing to prepare for possible future emergencies.
Such an amazing program. I'm glad we're doing a story on it because I didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
And after the break, how PEC is responding to power outages from our recent ice storm, what specifically went wrong, and how they're addressing consumers and customers' frustrations.
47 degrees at 8:11 this morning. Mia Montgomery is in for Sarah this Sunday morning. Hopefully things are going to start warming up. She'll tell us about that when we come back. Welcome back. Pedernales Electric Co-op held their first board meeting since the ice storm that caused extensive outages for people across the hill country. Board members say improving the outage map during possibly dangerous weather is their top priority. Customers say the outage map was not providing accurate restoration times. PEC says they are aware of people's frustration, saying the outage map calculates restoration times based on historical data, or staff will manually enter those restoration times. PEC says staff struggled to enter restoration times while managing nearly 98,000 outages system-wide.
The communication piece is really the key thing that we all think is lacking.
We have a link on our website so people can contact their board member directly with questions and suggestions. Canyon Lake and Bulverde are in District 6 under Paul Graff. And some people who lost their frozen food because of the outages may have it replaced. So SNAP beneficiaries in Bear, Comal, and other surrounding counties can request replacement food by calling 211 and choosing option number 2.
All right, so obviously we were just talking about the aftermath of that ice storm. It seems like it was so long ago. I was complaining about it being only 50 degrees yesterday, but when you put it in perspective, Mia, I mean,
it's much warmer.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a lot worse, right? Yes, yesterday it was incredibly cold start. Today we were in the 30s. Highs only managed to climb into the 50s. Now this morning, of course, waking up a bit warmer in the 40s and 50s. And this afternoon, we're going to see those afternoon highs climb into the 70s. So overall, a nice end to the weekend across South Central Texas with that warming trend taking over. That's going to continue into the upcoming work week as well. But also what we're going to find here over the next 24 hours, more of that Gulf moisture is going to start to work back into the region as well, which means humidity levels will increase. And that could lead to some areas of patchy morning fog both tomorrow and into Tuesday. Maybe a few of which could be dense in spots, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and plan on giving yourself a little bit of extra time for the morning drive. And then as we head into the Tuesday night to Wednesday time frame, we have a weak front that's going to move through the area. That will make it plenty windy on Wednesday and only spark an isolated chance for maybe a few showers. Better chances of finding that the farther north that you go. So we'll time all of it out, starting off with a look down from space here. Satellite and radar across South Central Texas. this. Again, you can see some of that cloud cover that is especially moving in from the west here. Still a little bit of a break in some of that cloud cover across our far eastern counties. You can see it though looking outside with live cam here this hour. Still chilly out there, 46 over at SA International, and relatively calm winds on hand. Those winds will be out of the southwest for the most part throughout the remainder of this Sunday at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, 62 by 11 a.m., 66 through the lunchtime hour. And then as we head into the afternoon, again, I do think we will find some peaks of sunshine out there as well, helping those daytime highs climb into the warmer than average category, mid 70s expected here in San Antonio. So around 75 officially here in town is that forecast high, 73 in Bulverde, stretching back over to Bernie, 77 in Floresville, over to Poteet, as well as Pleasanton, 72 in Utopia, and 75 in Savannah later this afternoon. So you'll want the jacket early this morning, but you're likely not going to need that extra layer later this afternoon as well. Now, I mentioned that humidity that's going to continue to pump back in here over the next 24 hours or so. So that could lead to some areas of fog out there. Notice by Monday morning drive time, some of which could pretty much reduce visibility in spots. So we'll keep eyes on that as well. Overall, that warming trend is going to be a big story here over the next several days. So while we're topping off in the low to mid 70s this afternoon, upper 70s tomorrow, around 78 degrees here in San Antonio. Tuesday and into Wednesday, how about low to potentially even mid 80s, 83 by Tuesday and 84 for midweek plans. But that's the time frame where we're going to monitor that weak front that looks to move in. Again, it doesn't really look to have a huge impact on our temperatures in terms of really cooling us down, but it could spark that isolated chance for rain Tuesday night and into early Wednesday morning. That is all associated with this area of low pressure out in the Pacific. Essentially what that's going to do over the next couple of days is track eastward. By Tuesday morning, it's approaching northern Mexico. And then notice here as we head into early Wednesday morning, the better energy and I think rain chances with this particular system looks to be north of our area, central North Texas, crossing over the Red River and into Oklahoma. But still, we could find a few isolated showers out there into early Wednesday before that all moves farther eastward. We start to see more sunshine return into Wednesday afternoon, and it also will be windy out there with some gusts upwards of about 30 miles per hour, maybe even 35 miles per hour at times. Overall, we'll just call it about a 20% potential, and we'll keep eyes on the data here over the next few days. Until then, temperature-wise, we are in the 40s and 50s right now, 46 in San Antonio, 44 in Uvalde, it's 46 in Rock Springs, and 49 over in Kerrville. This afternoon is going to be pretty nice out there for any weekend plans that you may have, with those daytime highs climbing into the warmer than average 70s. And if you like that spring-like feel, yes. I know, Max, we were talking about that earlier, you're really going to like this week because for the most part, those temperatures look to stay warmer than average in the upper 70s and low 80s.
I know a lot of students don't have school tomorrow.
Right,
some people have the day off for President's Day. So 78 degrees. It's a nice day.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Thank you, ma'am.
You bet.
821, 49 degrees out.
Well, Fiesta season. Can you believe that it is near? What this year's NIOSA medal represents and what it means to the San Antonio Conservation Society, that's still ahead.
Before we head to break, quick look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 412, Fireball 1, Daily 4, 6273, Fireball 0.
Cash 5, 3, 4, 20, 33, 35, Texas Lotto, 3, 4, 31, 38, 41, 48, and Powerball, 8, 21, 31, 32, 37, Powerball 23, Power Play 4. Good luck.
Good morning and welcome back. Starting off with some entertainment news. Zach Galifianakis set for a major role in Disney's remake of the popular 2002 animated movie Lilo and Stitch. Is it a remake or is it a sequel?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that tease.
Such a good movie, though.
This is so good. I hope it's not like an actual remake.
I
So,
know.
entertainment publication Variety reports the actor is signed on for the live-action production. Oh, it's planned for release on streaming service Disney Plus. Well, then I'm out. This is the comedian's first time back on the big screen since, oh, get this, 2018, the Disney movie A Wrinkle in Time. You have Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to watch it?
Probably.
All right, that's fair. Time now, 8:26, 49 degrees out.
Let's take a look outside with the roads. People might be heading out to Sunday service or mass or brunch. We're not seeing any incidents on the road at this time. If anything pops up, we'll let you know about it.
Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It is Sunday, February 19th, and tomorrow is President's Day. I know a lot of people will have the day off from work and school, but I'll be here in the morning.
There we go. I'll be here at 9 a.m. Here's the thing, though. If you are out and about, Mia, you were telling us it could be a gorgeous day out there.
Right, especially today. It's just going to be a lot warmer compared to what we saw out there yesterday. So if you like that spring-like feel, you're going to like this afternoon. It is still chilly out there this morning, not quite as cold as what we woke up to yesterday morning, but for the most part, we're in the 40s. We have a few low 50s out there this hour. Now 46 over at SA International, same over at Stinson on the south side of Bexar County, 44 at Kelly, and 49 over at Randolph. Now in terms of the humidity, as of right now, still pretty low across south central Texas. So it is pretty pleasant to step out to, but you will want the extra layer. Not going to need it though by this afternoon as we see that warming trend really take over. So we'll be around 58 by 10 a.m., around 70 by 1 p.m. And then as we head into this afternoon, those temperatures will continue to climb for the most part. Daytime highs topping off in the low to mid 70s across south central Texas. For context, our average high for this time of year is around 68 degrees. So for the first half of the weekend, we were cooler than average. And now for the back half of the weekend, we're starting to see those thermometers climb into the warmer than average category. And really, as we head into the first half of the upcoming work week and potentially the entirety of the upcoming week, that warming trend is going to take over. Warmer than average temperatures will continue with more 70s and maybe even a few 80s in the forecast. The humidity is going to build, especially over the next 24 hours. And what that's going to do for us is allow for some areas of patchy fog tomorrow morning and into Tuesday morning as well. So we're going to keep eyes on that, especially if you do have to go to work tomorrow and then into Tuesday. And then Tuesday night and into the early Wednesday morning time frame is when we're looking to see our next weak cold front to move in. This one's not going to have as big of an effect on our temperatures, but it will make it windy on Wednesday. And it also could spark just a few isolated showers Tuesday night and into early Wednesday morning. Not the best rain chance, but it's something we'll be monitoring over the next few days. We'll be sure to get you a full detailed look of what we're expecting into the upcoming week in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Mia. Just new into our newsroom. We've been telling you about the overnight shooting on the city's west side. We have now learned that the man who was shot has died. According to preliminary reports from police, a man in his early 50s showed up at a home looking for his wife. That's when police say an argument broke out between the victim and two other men. One of those men pulled out a gun and started shooting, hitting the victim in the chest. He was taken to the hospital, but he died from his injuries. Those two suspects now in custody, and we do expect to learn the charges throughout the day.
We are following the latest with the shooting out of Memphis. According to the Memphis Police Department's Twitter page, they were called to not just one location, but multiple locations at midnight and found multiple victims and one person dead. I believe up to 11 people were involved in this shooting. There is no information on the suspects, and this is an ongoing investigation. And to our top stories this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a case of aggravated robbery around La Cantera.
As GMSA's Alyssa Cole reported earlier this morning, it was not a shooting. Police say a 33-year-old man was pistol whipped by a man who had demanded money. It happened around 4:30 this morning, 6100 block of La Cantera near 1604. The victim did suffer a cut on his head. He is expected to be okay. Right now, investigators are working, trying to figure out who exactly is responsible.
A pillar in the local addiction recovery community. That's how friends and family describe Frances Carriaga. The 65-year-old died Tuesday night after being hit by a drunk driver while crossing the street with her dog. Her dog also died in the crash. Yesterday, Carriaga's 3 children hosted a candlelight vigil in her honor. Nearly 4 dozen people showed up in support. The family tells us their mother battled alcoholism for years, but was able to recover and then give back.
She's able to live well and show other people how to do the same. So we're very proud of my mother. We're very, very proud of her recovery and what she did towards the end of what she's doing in her life, and inspired a lot of people to do the same thing.
Those who attended wore purple, Francis's favorite color. It also happens to be the color representing the addiction recovery movement. They say the family says the turnout just shows how many lives their mother touched.
Preparing for the worst disasters before these disasters happen. Now, this weekend, first responders are training with the Texas A&M Task Force at Disaster City in College Station. So in this scenario that they're training, local and federal responders are performing searches and rescues with collapsed buildings and contaminated materials. Planning has been happening for months for this day, for this weekend, long before the deadly earthquake in Turkey and Syria, and of course that train derailment in Ohio. But the skills being practiced here in College Station, they mirror what's unfolding in real life.
We practice exactly the way that we are going to respond, and this task force has probably responded more than any other team in the country.
It really is such an amazing program, making sure everyone is as prepared as possible. So under 3 piles of rubble are 10 volunteer victims at any given time. They're actually protected in tunnels, but the responders are training as if they were in grave danger. That training out in College Station, that will continue through today.
The ballot is now set for the May 6th election. The always crowded mayor's race has 8 challengers looking to beat Mayor Ron Nirenberg, who is seeking his 4th and final term. The first term council members in District 1 and 2, Mario Bravo and Jalen McKee Rodriguez, each face a similar number of challengers. Meanwhile, Anna Sandoval's resignation in January and battled Clayton Perry's decision not to run again mean their respective seats on the northwest and northeast sides are also up for grabs. Now, Proposition A, which was promoted as a so-called San Antonio Justice Charter, was added to the election on Thursday after a petition drive. Its focus on controversial attempts to decriminalize marijuana possession and abortion seem likely to drive a larger voter turnout.
Well, back here at home, we've been covering the latest with former President Jimmy Carter. He has now entered home hospice care in Georgia. The 98-year-old is the oldest living president. ABC's Derek Dennis brings us the latest from his family.
The 39th president, Jimmy Carter, is now receiving hospice care at his home in Plains, Georgia. The Carter Center saying in a statement that after a series of hospital stays, Carter decided to receive hospice care instead of additional medical intervention. He has the full support of his family and his medical team. While they want privacy, the statement added his family is grateful for the concern shown by so many of his admirers. And his grandson took to Twitter Saturday to say, "I saw both of my grandparents yesterday. They are at peace, and as always, their home is full of love. Thank you all for your kind words." Carter is 98 years old and both the oldest living president and the longest lived U.S. president. He has battled health issues in recent years, including hip surgery in 2019, and in 2015, he battled cancer that had spread to his liver and brain. Carter is the only president from Georgia. He served in the White House from 1977 to 1981. After leaving office, he and his wife Rosalind opened the Carter Center, earning a Nobel Peace Prize in 2002 for his work there. He is also well known for his work with Habitat for Humanity, building homes for those in need.
Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Well, 2 international walking festivals are underway this morning in our downtown. Officials with the nonprofit organization AVA America's Walking Club.
So they are preparing to kick off a week-long citywide event. GMSA's Alyssa Cole joining us live from King William Park, telling us much more about these events. So Alyssa, how's it look out there?
Yes, good morning. As people are finally, starting to show up, we're getting closer to that time where the community walk will be starting at 10 a.m. But everyone watching this report, as you all hear about the details that we're about to share with you, feel free to come down to King William Park and register at 9 a.m. It is still open and you can be a part of the event. But joining me right now is the international ambassador of the festival, David Bonwitz, and he's going to tell us about the opening ceremonies that's happening later today.
Yes, thank you. We're going to have a parade that's going to leave from here, from King William Park, going to walk down to the Arneson Theater in Levita, and it's a parade of flags, all the flags of the nations that are part of our international organization. And with that, we have 26 countries represented. We have 41 states. It'll be a big parade, and then we'll have a big opening ceremony starting the actual Olympiad. And so we are so excited to have the Olympiad, which has been taking place. This is the 18th, and it's never been in the United States, never been in the Americas. So we are excited to be able to host this, and most excited to be doing it in such a walkable city of San Antonio.
Perfect, David. And before we wrap up this interview, if you could just talk about the purpose of walking through the community. What are people getting out of this?
Well, we always get asked, why are you walking? When they think that we're doing a fundraiser or something. But we're walking for ourselves. We're walking for our health. Everybody knows that walking is good for you. It's one of the easiest exercises to do. All you have to do is strap on your shoes and get out and put one foot in front of the other, and it will do wonders for your health.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much, David, for speaking with me. Much appreciated. Again, here at King William Park, registration starts at 9 a.m. The community walk will start at 10 a.m. There's still time to come on down and be a part. We'll have more information listed on our website a little later today at KSAT.com. Reporting live downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. All right, canoes, kayaks, and stand-up paddleboard rentals soon coming to Woodlawn Lake and Elmendorf Lake this spring. An agreement between the San Antonio Parks and Rec Department and the Expedition School will make this partnership possible. The school will also offer health and wellness programs, camps, and professional water safety courses.
Well, Fiesta season, can you believe it's fast approaching, and Nyosa medal has officially been revealed.
That's right. All right, so this year's design features a woman with flowers in her hair. Also, some San Antonio landmarks like the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and of course the Tower of Americas.
So officials from the San Antonio Conservation Society says this medal is its launch into celebrating the 13 women who founded the organization. You can buy the medal now on the Nyosa website for $12. This year's Nyosa will be on April 25th through the 28th.
All right, time now 8:41, 51 degrees out.
Next, the latest with the San Antonio Brahmas. Let's go Brahmas. What the coach and team had to say after yesterday's team lunch, plus what The Rock is bringing to town.
I think he's bringing some heat.
Can you smell it?
I'm not getting into that. Our blast producer brought in all the wrestling cliches. I'm just going to say it is going to be gorgeous out there today. So if you don't go to the Brahmas game, head outside, enjoy the Alamo City. We're going to check with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
It's game day this afternoon.
That was good. That was quick feet.
This is our KSAT Insiders Brahmas
fan.
It's a swag. It's not a paddle. It's not a pickleball.
I don't think anyone thought that except for
It looks
right
like
now.
a giant pickleball paddle.
So the reason we have this is because there's a special KSAT Insiders event. We're packing the bullpen at the Alamo Dome, kicking off the Brahmas inaugural season.
That's right. So as you can see, well, the Brahmas are in town, and the Alamo Dome is decked out in Brahmas signs with black and gold all over the stands. The team got a chance to look around before holding a team lunch with the San Antonio Mayor, Ron Nirenberg, in attendance. 30,000 plus fans are expected to be there today, Max, and we asked head coach Hines Ward how he felt about it.
That is a lot of people, but, you know, that's expected, man. That's just the city of San Antonio. They support their teams through and through. You know, I didn't have nothing to do with the color scheme, I promise. But that was a big part of the reason why I wanted to be the head coach here. Opportunity presented itself. Me having worked during the executive side, during the AAF with the Commanders, I saw firsthand how passionate the fans were here. Now to bring football back to the city of San Antonio, now I'm on the coaching side of it now. I know expectations are high.
Obviously him alluding to the Steelers colors, the team that he played for so many years. And obviously this man, myth, the legend, XFL owner Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, expected to be in town today for the Brahmas home opener, just like he was yesterday for the XFL season opener in Arlington. So we asked the team what it meant to them to have The Rock in attendance.
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, I don't think I've really met many actors in my life, and obviously I've watched The Rock a ton growing up, so hopefully I get to meet him, you know, one-on-one and say what's up to him, but he's just done so much for this league and for our team, so I really appreciate him and all he's done.
Jack really bringing the emotion. Kickoff at the Dome between the Brahmas and St. Louis Battlehawks today, 2 p.m. And here's the thing, if you don't go to the KSAT Insider event, if you don't go to the game, you can watch it live right here on KSAT 12. The Rock says he's bringing along good luck charm to the game today, and Mia, he's bringing along some heat too.
Essentially,
go
right?
Brahmas.
Go Brahmas. It's going to be a nice day out there for any watch party plans that you may have. If you are actually going out to watch the game, it's going to be a nice way to end the weekend, especially if you like kind of that warmer weather. So yesterday, again, it was cooler than average. Daytime highs were in the 50s. This afternoon, we're expected to climb into the 70s. And of course, this follows what has been an interesting week temperature-wise here in San Antonio. Early last week, we had those warmer than average temperatures. We climbed into the 80s Tuesday and Wednesday. We had that front that moved in Wednesday night. And then that just brought back the 50s Thursday, Friday, and yesterday. But that is going to change as we head into this afternoon. It is a chilly start out there, so you will want the extra layer stepping out early this morning. In the 40s and a few low 50s. I will say I was checking the 5-minute observations taken over at the airport just a second ago, actually saying that we're already climbing into the low 50s over at SAT. So that just goes to show that that warming trend is already taking place here today. That will continue to be the theme throughout the remainder of this Sunday. 58 by 10 a.m., 66 by lunchtime, around 73 around the 2 p.m. hour. And then in terms of those daytime highs this afternoon, especially if we find more peaks of sunshine, those do look to top off in the mid 70s for a good portion of the area, around 75 here in San Antonio, 77 in Pleasanton, Gonzales, 73 in Canyon Lake, 71 in Rock Springs this afternoon, and 75 over in Del Rio. Now, something else that we're going to find, especially by tomorrow morning, south winds in place, which is what's going to pump more of that Gulf moisture back into the region. You can see this green color that makes its return from the south. A look at dew points, how we measure the moisture in the lower levels of the atmosphere. Those do look to rise a bit more by wake up time tomorrow. So not only is that going to keep our overnight lows a little bit warmer, waking up to the muggier upper 50s and low 60s tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and especially into early Wednesday, but that also could lead to some areas of patchy fog out there, especially tomorrow into Tuesday morning. So that's just something that we're going to need to keep eyes on, especially if you are planning on hitting the road in the morning as well. Temperatures in the afternoons climbing into the upper 70s tomorrow, and then into the 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday there as well. Now, before we can get to Wednesday, Tuesday night, we are expecting a weak front to move into the area. That's going to make it pretty windy for any midweek plans, but it could spark an isolated chance for a few showers. There's an area of low pressure out in the Pacific that's going to approach the Lone Star State here over the next few days. As of right now, the better energy associated with that system looks to be north of our area, but still we could find maybe a few isolated showers. And then after that front moves in, temperatures not really taking too big of a hit, still going to be warmer than average in the 50s in the mornings, and then daytime highs near about 80.
Wow.
Wow. Look, I know we need the rain, right?
Right.
But selfishly, these next 2 days are going to be gorgeous.
You're kind of excited about the spring.
Oh my! So my parents are in town, and we've just been trying to walk around.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah,
it's going to be fine.
There we go.
It's going to be great.
Thank you, Mia.
You're welcome.
Bringing us good energy.
There you go.
Thanks.
Time now 8:51, 51 degrees out.
2022 was a record-breaking year for recalls.
Ooh.
So coming up tomorrow on GMSA, we'll tell you how to find out if something in your fridge, pantry, or garage is one of those items.
All right, let's take a final look at that 7-day forecast. Again, today it's going to be nice out there. Temperatures climbing into the 70s. And then that warming trend is really going to continue tomorrow, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. Overall, your President's Day could start off with some patchy morning fog in the upper 50s here in town. And then those temperatures just continue to warm. And of course, we'll monitor for that isolated rain chance Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning.
All right, Sarah, what do you have to show us?
Go Brahmas!
There we go. All right, so we've been doing a great job promoting the Brahmas today. I didn't even think about this. What if The Rock were in town
watching us?
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Come on down to the studio. Bring us a jersey. We got to get you signed in and everything. But hey, go Brahmas, 2 p.m. on KSAT.